respond.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 20, but he is the senior man here by 3 years. Nice shot to open those Reds up. Yeah, I said they played in the World Under-16 final 5 years ago. He was the winner, Kowalski.
7.
Yeah, but you can't look too much into that because there's 3 years between them. So, you know, Revesz would have only been 12 or 13. So, you know, still a good win, obviously, but it's a different game now. They've both matured a bit. Still young. They're still raw. They've probably come across each other quite a lot, I'd imagine, over the years.
14.
I think also at this age, a 2-year age gap feels a lot bigger than
15.
when you're in your 40s. It kind of doesn't matter then, but I'm sure Revesz kind of looks up to him a little bit.
Oh, he would do, for sure, you know, and, you know, Kowalski's been around for a long time. You know, I think he was supported by the Paul Hunter Foundation, I think,
22.
many years ago, and bought a star table. You know, he's been around for a while. He's talented. Everyone knows he's talented. You know, he's took him a little bit longer to turn pro than he probably would have liked. So he has got a bit of experience. But at the same time, Revesz has played in a few World Snooker events. You know, the World Championship recently, so, you know, he might be younger, but he's got a bit of experience himself. Which is why I was looking forward to this game. It's really intriguing to me how the two of them take to it, because when you face each other on the amateur circuit, it's still a different ball game to when you face each other on the pro game. And he's taken these quite nicely so far.
Yeah, and if it did all end up tied, which there is a scenario where it could, he, of the 3, him, Jack Jones and Jordan Brown, he has had the highest break at a 93, Jones 88, Brown 59, as it stands. So he, at the moment, on that metric, is in the driving seat.
37.
Yeah, and that's an important stat, isn't it, really? Because if he was to go on and win this 3-0 with his high break at 93, or if he betters it in the next 2 frames, you know, that will put a bit of pressure on Jack Jones and Jordan Brown. Because they'll know, you know, even if they do get a draw, they're going to have to knock in a sizable break
41.
along the way to make them finish top.
So he needs the last red here to take the opening frame. It took just a bit of time to settle down, but this has been a nice contribution.
Yeah, he's looked a lot calmer and composed here. You know, I know they were on the other table this afternoon, but as I was watching over on the odd occasion, he did seem like he was struggling to control his temperament, is what I would say. He seemed to be getting agitated earlier on, Kowalski, and he looks a bit more calm and a bit more measured this time.
48.
So, I'm not sure if he's here with anybody, or if anybody's had a word with him
50.
in his corner just to say, look, come on, it's your first day as a pro. Don't beat yourself up too much. Just try and stay calm and play snooker.
53.
Which is what he's done here. It's been a nice break.
57. 62.
Yeah, nicely put together that.
62
So
in
a
the first
62 from Poland's Anthony Kowalski. Then just controlling things, keeping things as simple as possible.
1.
So let's see how it goes here. It's another country where we now have a professional, you know, obviously Ursun Bakker from Switzerland, and there's been various others as well who've come along, and there may not be a vast history in their country, but they're very presence on the World Snooker Tour hopefully will inspire others to take the game up.
6.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully this will open doors to maybe having ranking events in these countries. You know, certainly when we had the PTCs, when we went to Poland, they were very well supported in Poland. So maybe there'd be an opportunity for a ranking event there one day. And hopefully in Hungary as well, you know, both beautiful countries. You know, and they'll have a lot of home support
14.
now. That have had a lot of national press, these boys from their countries, and rightly so.
15.
And a bit like Luca Purcell in a way, you know, for their countries they can be, you know, the flag bearer and, you know, open up more opportunities for
22.
other boys and girls from European countries that fancy having a go.
Well, speaking of opening up opportunities, the last red he played, he got plenty more into play, so this is definite scoring chance now. He's looking really determined as well, isn't he, here, to make some sort of frame-winning break. He's lost his first 2 matches, but he won a frame in each of them against very experienced players, Jones and Brown.
Yeah, and I can tell you, he's not the type of person who's going to give up. He's going to play to the very end. You know, he showed that in the World Championships against Sean O'Sullivan. So he could still win that match. This is slightly different. He can't qualify, but, you know, he can come third and get something out of the day and something to build on for the rest of the season. Give him some confidence.
Yes, and I think also he wants, as all the players do coming onto the tour, to show the rest of the tour what they can do. You know, players often say that they don't follow the results. They do. And word will go round if he were to make a century, for example. OK, he's a good player. We'll have to watch out for him in the qualifiers.
Yeah, people always keep an eye on the results. You know,
37.
don't listen to anybody who says they don't. You know, you've got to be aware who's on the tour, what sort of standard they are, because you are going to draw them at some point.
38.
So it's always good to do a little bit of homework. And if people haven't seen these players play before, they will be keeping an eye on it. What type of players are they? You know.
Yeah.
And
43.
what they are going to know is that they're pretty determined. And so they should be. First year on tour, if you're not going to be confident and determined to try and put your stamp on the game, I suppose, when are you? So it's not really a surprise to see them really up for it, you know. In contrast to some seasoned pros who would come to Championship League maybe not so revved up, maybe still on a hangover from the World Championships. That's not going to be the case for these guys. They're coming here full of beans, trying to make their mark.
44.
And it's been quite nice to watch, to be honest. And to hit it slightly, but he's still got the red over the middle. So 51 points in front. He's going nicely.
52.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Played that with a bit of check side. Perfect on the blue. That was a lovely shot.
Yeah, and of course, because of the availability now of snooker on television, on Eurosport across the continent, they've had the chance to watch a lot of hours over the years growing up of the best in the business. And I'm sure just learning from that
58.
has been invaluable. Now they've got a chance to play them, these big names this season. This is a great response to losing the first frame.
Yeah, it is. It's a terrific response, you know, especially as you made a few mistakes in the first frame.
65.
So, you know, sometimes that can knock your confidence. But, you know, he's only 17, so he's full of confidence, full of belief. And, oh, he's just missed that one.